How's it going, gamers? It is that time of day once again for the Appalachian Daily Report. I'm, of course, the Maple Warlock. Yes, the Maple Warlock. Hanging out once again in the Church of Goo. Meat Week continues, and it's still kind of meh. I, myself, have been getting a lot of Meat Week flags and cleaver plans. Though last night I got a flamer, which I already knew how to make anyway, so it didn't matter. Anyway, the dailies today, we've got... ferment some alcoholic beverages, which I was in the process of doing some of them before I started. Oh look, we actually just finished that one. So yeah, it's just make some booze, put them in your fermenter, it'll go faster, but if you're just carrying them around, they'll ferment too, but you gotta wait for them to finish, to become imbibable, so that's not so hard. Pick your favorites. I just ran up and down the river out here, because there's lots of bloodleaf that grows along here. There's also quite a bit of glowing fungus, which I picked and made some glowing fungus soup with, and got that one done. So I'm not sure what other plants count, but you know, pick some shit, try to make some food. Not juice. I don't think juice will work, but make food. So soups. Make some fungus soup or some potato soup or something. And yeah, that should count. Level up well. It's Asylum uniform, sunglasses, in the White Spring, wielding a sword. You know, check out the list. Pick your couple favorites that you can level up doing. I myself am wearing my Asylum uniform and some sunglasses, and I'm over 76, so I always get that one as a given. Launch a nuke in nuclear winter. Okay, that's not so bad. Scrap some skulls. I got one because I was fighting some super mutants and got a half the top of the skull off one of them. Another good place is anywhere that there's bone chimes. If you break down the bone chimes, you might get some skulls out of them. Also, if you see Brahmin skulls laying around, those count. Or if you fight the sheep squatch, sometimes you get the sheep squatch skull off them or something like that. I can't remember. But anyway, you know, skulls, any skull, animal skulls, human skulls, pieces of skull, even if it's just the little like partial pieces, like it's like face plate and stuff like that, and any piece of the skull, when you break it down, will count. And take a camera picture of a player on the ledge of the Devil's Backbone cliff. If you don't know, the Devil's Backbone is over here. Dude's got his camp built on it right now. But it's right here just outside of Huntersville, above the Freak Show. The Freak Show is a good place to get skulls, by the way, because there's like several Brahmin skulls and some bone chimes all hanging around there. So it's a good place to actually look for your skulls. In the Devil's Backbone, there's a couple ridges that when I got it last time, I had to be standing up on kind of the tallest one, and then a friend jumped down onto the next ridge. Then the next one from there goes all the way back down to the ground. But when I stood up above them and took the picture down, it counted. Like, it's kind of hard to explain. We might just jump out there real quick. So yeah, when you fast travel to the Devil's Backbone, it puts you in down here near the water. And then there's these two ridges just up there. Dude actually kind of has his camp built where it's a good place to stand to try to take the picture. When you get most of the way up here, there's a little spot that, unless dude's got his camp built on it, there's usually a little spot here where there's some, right there. Someone had a sniper post kind of set up. And I believe I stood here, and then they stood here. And when I took their picture while they were standing out on this little ridge, while I was standing up behind them, or I was even up on that cliff, taking a picture of them standing down here next to the sniper. But you may have to try a few different places. I know it took us a while to get the exact spot, but yeah, just somewhere on this cliff face, standing on one of these edges. Take a picture of somebody standing on one of the edges. And that is the picture of Devil's Backbone. So, cool. Let's take a little look-see at the Atomic Shop. And so, in the Atomic Shop, it's 23 more hours on the Free States bundle. So it's probably another day or two on Grillmaster, because it was a day longer than Trailblazer. So 23 more hours on Liberty Prime. And absolutely nothing else has changed in here since the last 4 or 5 weeks. If you want to get that Trailblazer, today may be your last day, so get on it if you want it. That was an unintentional rhyme every time. Poet and didn't know it. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's report, guys. Good luck with your challenges, and I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm not logged in right now because I had to reset for the Atomic Shop. But anyway, be good, don't cheat. Cheers. A massive thank you to Texas Weeds for supporting the channel. It makes my black little heart all aflutter. Thank you so much, my dude. Keep on keeping on.